Welcome to this new video. In this video, we will start a new topic. It is called Microsoft Fabric and tell it as a higher version of Power BI. So we will see the introduction and the setup in this video. So before we start with Microsoft Fabric, we need to discuss more about the data. So you know the world is run on data. Each and everything will see data. Suppose you are using the internet. The data you use on the internet is monitored to target you with ads relevant to you. You can see even in the YouTube, okay, the videos that are relevant to you will be targeted exactly to you and exactly at the same time. So combination of data from various consumers get companies to analyze various insight to the business forward. So that is what the data analysts do. They will see the combination of data to get the insights to make the business go forward. So there are some data analytics challenges. So one is the volume and the variety of data, because the data increases each and every minute, and the variety of data, there will be different variety of data, there will be different aspects that people will be looking for. So all these data should be collected together, they should be analyzed, and there will be different sources of data. Especially you can see Excel is one source, Microsoft Visual, SQL Server is another source, SQL Azure SQL is another, Oracle is another source. So all the data will be having different sources, so that is one kind of a challenge. And another challenge is data integration. You need to integrate all this data from all the different sources to make meaningful visualization and meaningful story. So that is one of the challenge. And the private data must be secured. You might know it's in the RLS in Power BI. The data needs to be secured and show to the particular people in a secured way. And of course, you need to respond fast on the real time. And if you feel that, okay, there's going to be some error in the tracking, you need to act upon faster, irrelevant of the source, data source or data integration, whatever it may be, you need to act upon it faster. These are the analytics challenges which we go through daily. So Microsoft has come up with Microsoft Fabric, which is kind of a one-time solution for all these things, where you will have a Microsoft platform, and inside it, there will be Power BI, Azure Synapse, and almost all the things which we use in Microsoft technologies. It is aim to make everyone work on data in a similar fashion. So different sources we need to work on different sources in different way, but Microsoft wants us everything to be done in a similar fashion. So they introduced Microsoft Fabric. It is like one-time solution. So the unification of data, all the data is brought in one lake, whichever the source may be at, everything will be collected together to one lake. And another good advantage of it is for different needs, you don't need to take different copies of data. Just one copy of data is used for different needs. So here the data is converted into table in one lake in the same format, which is called delta per Q. So since it is converted into the same format, it will be easy if you know Microsoft Fabric and you can work on the data. So multiple compute engines for different workloads. So SQL, suppose if you are an SQL analyst, you can use the SQL queries and access the data in one lake. If you are a Python user, you can access the data for your data science. Or if you are a DAX programming user, you can do the same thing, the same data in Power BI. So in conclusion, like it is like if you are a data analyst, you can clean up the data in Power BI, and using the same data, you can move it to the data scientist, and the data scientist can use the same data for Python to train the model. So it is like giving users the access, work for the same for all the technology. So there is no need to use separate security access. The access will be the same for all the technology. So this is called Fabric. It is a software as a service. It is a SaaS. Everything is managed by the platform itself. So Power BI is one of the part of Fabric. If you have a Power BI account, you can use the Fabric. Every Power BI tenant is already a Fabric tenant. Power BI admin can enable or disable the Fabric for the whole organization or security groups. You need Power BI premium capacity to use the Fabric, or for Power BI free or Pro, you get Fabric trial. So if you are having a Pro version of Power BI, you can use the Fabric trial for around 60 days. You can buy paid Fabric capacity, and it is not a huge amount. Since it is a platform oriented, you can select whichever needs, and you can buy accordingly. So to get registered into Fabric, you need to go to app.fabric.microsoft.com, and we will get registered, and you will see how you can do the setup in Fabric. So in the Explorer, you can go to Explorer and you can type app. And you can give a company name or a school name, email ID. You can give a company name and you can submit it for the first time registration. Or if you are already registered, you can submit it. If you don't have a company name or a company ID, then if you are preparing to spend some money, then you can go to the GoDaddy and you can create a domain, and from there you can get an email ID free of cost. So you can use that email ID. Otherwise, it won't be possible. So since this is the first time, so we need to create everything. So you need to select I got it from my organization. So you should not select it as my personal email. Select it I got it from my organization, and you need to click next. And here you need to give the first name, last name, country, phone number, and the password. And a verification code will be sent to the email ID which you have given. So you need to give the verification code also. And of course, you will be getting the sign up finish screen. You can go and click get started, and they will ask you for the authenticator app. If you are having an authenticator app in your Android or iPhone, you can do the authentication and the screen won't come. But anyway, within 14 days you need to do it. Skip this part and you can stay signed in. And this is the Fabric homepage which you will be getting. So you can see the Power BI Data Factory. You can create the reports in Power BI. You can do the cleaning work in Data Factory. Almost all the activities are there together. You can do everything here itself. So data warehousing is also there. Even for data science and data engineering, everything is here itself. You can do it. We will be concentrating on Power BI. So we will be concentrating on Power BI. And from the next video, we will be starting how to do the ETL and all the operation in Fabric itself. Hope this was an interesting video. Have a nice day.